Ever dreamt of whipping up a delightful plate of pesto spaghetti right in the comfort of your own kitchen? Well, today's your lucky day because this is exactly what we're diving into. Imagine the fresh, aromatic basil leaves, the rich, nutty pine nuts, the sharp tang of garlic, the creamy Parmesan cheese, and the fruity, extra virgin olive oil all coming together in a beautiful symphony of flavors. Sounds mouth-watering, right? Well, it's time to turn that dream into a reality. So, first things first, gather the ingredients. You'll need 2 cups of fresh basil leaves, 3 cloves of garlic, half a cup of pine nuts, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, and some salt and pepper to taste. Oh, and don't forget the spaghetti. Now, on to the first step. Start by roasting the pine nuts. Heat a pan over medium heat, toss in the pine nuts, and keep them moving until they're golden brown. Then, set them aside to cool. While the pine nuts are cooling, move on to the basil and garlic. Rinse the basil leaves and pat them dry. Peel the garlic cloves and give them a rough chop. Next, it's time to bring out the food processor. Place the cooled pine nuts, basil leaves, and chopped garlic into the food processor. Pulse until everything is finely chopped. Now add in the grated Parmesan cheese and pulse again. The next step involves the olive oil. While the food processor is running, slowly drizzle in the olive oil until the pesto reaches your desired consistency. Season it with salt and pepper to your liking. While you're making the pesto, don't forget about the spaghetti. Cook it according to the package instructions until it's al dente. Once it's done, drain it and keep some pasta water aside. Now for the final step, toss the cooked spaghetti with the fresh pesto. If it's too thick, add some of the reserved pasta water. And there you have it, a plate of homemade pesto spaghetti ready to be devoured. To recap, start by roasting the pine nuts and setting them aside to cool. Finely chop the basil leaves and garlic in a food processor. Add in the roasted pine nuts and Parmesan cheese and pulse again. While the food processor is running, slowly add in the olive oil. Season with salt and pepper. Cook the spaghetti until it's al dente, drain it, and toss it with the pesto. If needed, thin the sauce with some pasta water. So, next time the craving for pesto spaghetti hits, remember you've got the skills to create this delicious dish right at home. Enjoy the process and, of course, the result. A delicious homemade pesto spaghetti.